Hello everybody, Turbo Nico here, and today I will be doing sort of a review type of video on my thoughts and like my experience with this game. We're talking about the Cube World, the game that came out a couple of days ago. I'll just like walk around a little bit and talk about some stuff that I had experienced in my gameplay so far and things like that. So the first thing is like when you get into the game, there is basically no tutorials whatsoever. Like you just appear in near the town and you're on your own and you need to figure out what to do and like, you know, who to talk to, who to fight, how to level up, and all that kind of stuff, right? And to somebody that hasn't played the game like before, that could be a hard thing to do. So I kind of don't like that there's no tutorials to help you start the game. But like, I feel like once you get in the hang of things, you can easily play on your own without any help whatsoever, right? So, it's not that big of a deal, right? There's, like, I don't know where to start from because there's a lot of things to talk to. So, okay, as you know, the game is, like, really fresh, straight out of alpha, like a week and a half ago maybe or something like that. So of course you would expect the game not to be perfect, right? So that kind of is the case with this game. This game isn't near perfect, and what I mean by saying that is that I basically want to say that this game has like tons of potential to be amazing, but needs a lot of work put into it. For example, like there you go, and well, no. You press B button, and there's gonna be like your stats here, and it basically says level 1, right? But the thing is, there's no levels in the game, which is kind of a problem. Like, this is supposed to be sort of an RPG type of game, but there's no leveling, there's no skill trees, there's no builds, nothing, no progression in any sort of way, except for the gear rarities, which is something that we're gonna go a little bit later, you know. So I feel like that's a must thing to add to the game if you want this game to actually be perfecto, if you want this game to actually start popping off in its full potential. That's the starting thing that has to be done. Because, I mean, come on, there's no RPG without a freaking leveling up and skill points and skill trees and builds and whatnot. Though you do have an option to switch your profession. Every single class has 2 professions that's able like to switch between. In my case, I have like a ranger, and also I have a scout, and there's the warrior, rogue, and wizard varieties as well. So that's a cool thing, but it's not exactly what people would wanna have in this game, I think. That's at least my opinion, right? You have those guys roaming around the map. They're a bunch of NPCs that can help you fight the enemies. So that's a good thing, but honestly, I wouldn't really like having to rely on some NPCs to help me beat everything. Which leads me to another thing: beating enemies in the game is really hard. Early on, basically, like you spawn and there's white, green, then blue, then purple, then golden rarities of monsters, like same as gear basically. And dude, you can only beat the white ones, bro. Honestly, green ones shred you to death, man. Like if you don't get some cool gear early on, you're donezo, basically. So that's kind of a, you know, that's kind of an unlucky thing. But honestly, if you learn how to play around it, you can even do well in this game condition, basically. But I do hope that gets fixed pretty soon. I'm not sure how big the game developing company that is, but I feel like they can improve this game a lot because it has tons of potential. Like, I'm gonna say that like a billion times in this video. Um, but yeah, the game in this state is, I guess, not as good. In my opinion, not worth $20 on Steam, because not everybody can like afford to pay $20 for a game and then like just be disappointed because there's not enough content for it. So I feel like the game in this condition isn't worth 20 bucks, but maybe it definitely, as I said again, has potential to be worth maybe even more, dude, honestly. Real talk now. Okay, so what else was I gonna go through? These things. Where are they at? Where are they at? Where are they at? Yeah, the specials. Hang glider, boat, reins, divine harp, and spirit bell. Like, those things are items that you get from quests by talking to NPCs, and they're supposed to like make your gaming experience a little bit easier, but honestly, it's they do help you out, but I don't think it's, I'm not sure they should force this thing. Basically is one of the most important things for you to get right now, and I don't think it should be one of the most important things to get. Well, they could make it one of the most important things to get in the game, but they should add like little side things that are also important, but like a little bit less, so you can progressively get, you know, rarer and rarer gear and artifacts and everything and tools and whatnot, but and not just go from 0 to this like straight away and be done with it, right? So I don't like that. I don't like that, but I again, I hope it changes. I really can't wait for it to change. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah. Okay, you can. The only reason why I'm one-shotting those guys is because like I have a legendary boomerang, so it's kind of easy to do it with a legendary boomerang. Come on, but honestly, otherwise it's kind of hard to do it, bro. Okay, so I went over the specials. There's the crafting menu, right? Which I haven't used at all. Like, I didn't even feel the need to use it, man. I'm not sure, maybe I was just playing the game wrong, but in my gameplay experience, I haven't felt the need to use the freaking crafting menu, because until I got like a decent gear, I was just like being I was just like leeching off of the NPCs, and that's it. That's like what I did. maybe that's just like a wrong way to play the game, but that's what I've done, and I guess that's what most people would actually do, because I don't know, dude, it's just grindy to pick a bunch of gear, and I know. Sorry. So the next thing. So basically, once you get like all this freaking shiny golden gear, you know, once you have like the whole freaking set of shiny golden gear, you will want to explore more, right? As in every other RPG. Okay, so in this game that works a little bit different. You have areas in this game, right? And those are areas. Let me show you. This is one area, this is the other area, and like you see how split up they are. Yeah, those are the areas in every whoa, that scared me, dude. So basically, once you get past the border of this area, for example, all your gear disappears. All the stats of your gear that you currently have are gonna go to 0, and you're gonna have to start all over again. That gear won't be deleted and will be equipped on you as soon as you get back to the area that you got it from, right? There's some exceptions for this, but I'm gonna go through that in a second. So basically, every single one of those is gone, all of those are gone, and everything is gone, and you have to get this the new gear from that area in order to equip it. As you can see, this thing says Auroch Plains right below the 5 stars thing, you know? So that means that thing is only equipable in the Auroch Plains, right? The other thing, the exception that I was talking about, you see the little plus thing like right besides the name, adjusted silver ring plus. Okay, that plus thing means that it's usable in more areas than one. I'm not sure if it's like, you know, gonna be able to be used in 2 or 3 or 4 areas. Maybe it's just one more added area. But yeah, it's that makes a difference. Those are really rare though. I don't think I found anything else with a plus. Yeah, there's nothing else with a plus. The only thing with a plus was that green quality item that's not that good anyway. And so those are really rare to get. Every single area has like a solid amount of content though. Like I was playing this for like 8 or 9 hours to get to this point, and I'm not done yet, but I'm pretty close to being done. So I'd say that every area has 8 to 9 hours of gameplay until you get like, you know, resident sleeper bored from repeating the whole thing like over and over again, because it kind of gets repetitive, right? Which is obviously gonna happen because you're just repeating the whole thing every single time you go through a different area. I guess there's different monsters and different NPCs and different pets to obtain in different areas, but that's honestly not like a really solid trade-off in my opinion. I'm not sure if I went through everything that I wanted to go through, but yeah, I'm gonna give you some beginner tips before I go, and maybe if I remember something along the way, I will talk about it. But yeah. So the first thing you want to do once you spawn in the game is talk to NPCs. NPCs are your lifesaver, dude. NPCs will give you quests. NPCs will lead you to adventures. NPCs will get you like the chance to obtain some decent gear. So like talk to every single NPC that you can, because NPCs gave me all of those quests, and I got all of these items from those quests from the NPCs, right? That's like one of the most important things to do. Also, you kind of need to grind in order to get some decent gear, but you might actually get lucky and obtain these. Sorry. These are called leftovers. So basically what you do with those is, let me open the map real quick. You're supposed to go to the city. So let's just zoom in on the village. And once you go to the city, you'll see this magnifying glass thing. You get into that store and place the leftovers to the trader, give him the thing. You're gonna pay a certain amount of money depending on which quality the leftovers are, and they will uncover an item for you, basically, which is a decent way to get some cool gear if you're lucky enough. The thing that I did was I would just like find pretty strong NPCs, right, with 2k plus HP, and then find epic enemies nearby, and I would just like wait for them to finish fighting and just pick up the gear if there's any gear. And like that you can do with every single monster, every single radio monster, but like keep in mind that not every single NPC can beat every single monster, because like there's the level gap between them, I guess, like imaginary level gap that prevents them from like dealing damage to the monster. Like monster is still able to deal damage, but the NPCs aren't able to deal damage, so that'll just get them killed and you're gonna get nowhere, basically. I haven't really played around the pets thing, but you will come across those things, the sweets, the food thingies, and every single one of those is for one specific kind of pet. Once you find that kind of pet, you just give them the thing, and it'll become your pet, basically. I mean, it's pretty simple process. I feel like you can ride on some pets, on some you can't, and I think that's their whole use. Maybe they help you in fight a little bit, but I'm not sure. So okay, let's just go talk to this guy. He may have something cool for us. By the way, F button is for the lamp, you know. Okay, he doesn't talk at all. Good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I covered all that the game had to offer. I'm just gonna chill in one spot and like go through it in like short once again. So the game needs leveling system, definitely. Needs more content, obviously. Character progression, skill trees, skill points, and every sort of thing in that, you know, regarding that is, you know, welcome. The area item, you know, the area item restriction and stuff like that is fine, I guess. But I'd say the game, they need to improve the, you know, the drop rates, to increase the drop rates of the plus items. Also they need to nerf the monsters a little bit. You know, they need to be scaling proportionally, you know. They're basically, there's white that's easy to kill, and then there's green that's hell to kill. And that's not supposed to work like that, honestly. Like, it's supposed to be easy to kill the white and a little bit harder to kill the green, then harder to kill the blue, then pretty hard to kill the epic, and then like super hard to kill the golden one. And that's how it's supposed to be done, and not like make the hellish game experience as soon as you spawn. That's like, you know, that's no bueno, as some would say. So that's pretty much it. The game is definitely not worth $20 right now in this current state, but it definitely has the potential to be worth $20, and you know, and you being chill with actually spending $20 on it. So yeah, there's a lot of place for improvement, which is really good. I will definitely pay attention to this game. I will not be uploading the Let's Play for a bit, until the game improves a little bit, at least. But I will be, you know, I will be doing these tiny little updates on the game if there's a change that's, you know, that's a big change that's gonna impact the game a lot. I'll definitely do a video on it. And I feel I covered everything that you guys need to know. I covered everything that I wanted to say, that I had to express my feelings about this game. And that's it, I guess. I talked a little bit about how you should start off the game, and there's not much to say. I mean, if the game had more content, there would be more things to talk about, to be honest. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about the game, make sure to ask me in the comments down below, because I will definitely be glad to answer everything. Because like I maybe I have forgotten to mention something, and I do apologize for it. So because I may not be able to think of everything right away, but definitely I will answer in the comments if you have any questions, so keep that in mind. Like the video if you found it helpful, comment on it, maybe subscribe to my channel, because, you know, show some support to your boy Nico. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be going now. This video is definitely not going to be edited at all. I'm just gonna, you know, polish it a little bit, and that's it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Nico wishes you the wonderful rest of your day, and I will be seeing you in the next video. So thank you so much, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.